Hello everybody, Lynn and I
are gonna be baking a pie.
What kind of pie?
Pumpkin.
A pumpkin pie. We've never made a pumpkin pie before, but we're gonna do it. So, let's get going.
My name is Jonathan and I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynn, who has a permanent brain injury. Things are different now, but we're doing the best that we can. Join us as we experience the Lynn life.
Today we are making a pumpkin pie.
Yes, we are. Like a lot of people, for Thanksgiving this year, we're going to be spending Thanksgiving at our home rather than with family. Just the three of us, Justin, Lynn, and I.
That'll
right?
be nice.
Yeah, it'll be nice. But we're going to have to do all the cooking, and I've never made a pumpkin pie before. I understand it's probably not very difficult, but from the recipe that I've gotten off the internet, it doesn't seem like it's going to be very difficult, with the exception of crust. But to make it a little bit easier, we bought a store-bought crust, or a couple of them. It's our first time, so we're going to make it a little bit easier. But we are going to do all the ingredients. We found what we think is a very good pumpkin pie recipe, and Lynn and I are going to do it together.
Put in the pumpkin.
Yes. First thing you got to do is you got pumpkin puree that we're going to put in. Okay? Here, you scoop it out. Put it all in there. Because Lynn's going to do all the mixing. She's going to mix up all the ingredients.
Could you
help you with that a little bit? Pumpkin puree. Well, I've read you can get fresh pumpkin, but people I've talked to said that using the puree is the best way to go. It's so I'm just going to take their word for it, especially if it makes it easier for me. Now, is pumpkin pie your favorite, Lynn?
No.
No, it isn't.
It is yours.
It is a favorite of mine and Justin's. And Lynn has agreed that we can make pumpkin pie, although I think we are going to make an apple crisp for Lynn.
Thank you.
Yeah, rather than make a whole apple pie, we're going to do an apple crisp. So we need 3 eggs. So that's a 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree.
And 3 eggs.
3 eggs. And what I believe is 1.5 cups of brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
Okay, now, you want to use that one or this one?
This one.
That one, okay. So start mixing. Okay, so Lynn's mixing away. Once you get up a little closer, put your hand right here, yep, and mix it all up. It's got to be mixed up really good. Got that one egg yolk isn't really broken yet. Help her out a little bit. Okay, do a little more mixings. Get that going.
How am I doing?
I think you're doing good. Okay, so Lynn's got that all mixed. Next, I've got some dry ingredients already mixed up. It's a lot easier to do this stuff ahead of time. There's a lot of preparation in shooting something like this. The last thing we bring in is Lynn, but I get all this other stuff set up. I get my lighting, I get all my ingredients, I get everything set up, and then I bring Lynn in, and then we go to work. Okay, so we got some dry ingredients. Let me tell them what it is. Let me tell them.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, there is cinnamon. Let's set it down. Let's set it down. Okay, so we got a tablespoon of cornstarch, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon ground ginger, a 1/4 teaspoon grated nutmeg, and an 1/8 teaspoon ground cloves, and 1/8 teaspoon black pepper. And we're going to put that in. So can you put that in? Let's make sure all that comes in. Okay, that's those dry ingredients. Start stirring that up, and then the last
Could
ingredient
you please help?
is a cup of heavy cream and a quarter cup of milk. So I already have those mixed together here. So I'm going to pour those in and you're going to mix that up. Okay. Sorry. Just stir here. You got to really stir it up, mix it up good. Oh, there it goes. Now you're gonna, it's supposed to get pretty thick, and it looks like it is. Once you stir up. Are you done already?
No.
I think you got to stir it some more.
I got it.
Yeah. Looking good. Why don't you smell it, Lynn?
It smells good.
Smells like pumpkin pie. And I think that's how it's supposed to smell, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, now what do we got to do? We got to get our
Crust.
the crust. Okay, so I'm going to get the crust and then we're going to pour it in there. Alright, so that smells like pumpkin, right?
Yeah.
And we got one of our store-bought crusts here, and we're going to pour it in carefully.
How
Okay, I want you to let go, Lynn. Let go of your hand in for a second, and I'll finish it up. That's what they said. Now we have some extra here. Okay, so this pie looks like it's ready. Now it's got to go in the oven. I have the oven set at 375, and I believe it goes in for almost an hour. Let's see.
It does.
55 to 60 minutes. It says that after 25 minutes, cover the edges of the crust with aluminum foil or use a pie crust shield, which we do not have. Prevent the edges from getting too brown. So we'll see what happens with that. I may do that. We'll have to do that. We'll have to cover it with aluminum foil after 25 minutes.
Yes.
All right. We'll be back when the pie is done. Okay, Lynn. The pie, the pumpkin pie,
the pumpkin
is
pie is
done, and it looks good. We actually had enough for a second one, which wasn't as much filling in there, so we cooked that one about half the time. We'll try that tonight. This one we're actually going to freeze. We're actually shooting this exactly a week before Thanksgiving. So we got the pumpkin pie out of the way.
For Thanksgiving.
That's for Thanksgiving, right?
And that is.
And that one, maybe we'll try it tonight. Put a little whipped cream on it. We'll see how it tastes. So we're next week we're going to be cooking, or the week of Thanksgiving, cooking for our own dinner. Yeah, we're not going to cook a full dinner. We're going to cook, or a full turkey. We're going to use turkey breast.
Turkey breast.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be buying that shortly. And we're going to do the stuffing. We're going to do the mashed potatoes. Lynn likes to have mashed potatoes and the stuffing. Right, mashed potatoes with gravy.
Yeah.
We're going to do the cranberry sauce. Maybe some rolls.
I don't care.
I know you don't care about that. I do. So it's a little bit for everybody. And we're going to do a apple crisp for Lynn because she's not as thrilled about the pumpkin pie. She loves apple crisp though, and apple pie. We're going to do an apple crisp for her. Right? So, what are we going to tell everybody? Oh, I want to mention one other thing. We just received some beautiful roses from Lynn's sister.
Mary Beth.
Yes, she sent that to you.
We love her.
Yeah, we love everybody, right? All our family. And so we're going to, those are actually, they have to be processed. So you have to keep them in water for a couple hours, and you take them out again, cut them, and we'll do that. So we should have some nice roses for our table for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And that'll be nice. So what are we going to tell everybody?
Thank you.
We're going to tell everybody
And
to have
happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you next time on The Lynn Life.